Stephen Moloney, your roving reporter from Old Xavs here, just before the start of this titanic struggle. The questions remain. Will the crocodile juggernaut continue jugging? Will the Crocodiles continue on in their undefeated fashion? Will Paul Lefebvre cover himself in glory in a coaching performance not paralleled before in this club? Will Bernard Heafy kick 6 goals? Will Prowsey kick 9? All these questions and more will be answered in the next 4 quarters. We're just about a minute off from the bounce of the ball today in the H grade VAFA Grand Final between the Old Xavs 3rd 18, otherwise known as the Crocs, the Crocodile Juggernaut, and St. Kevin's Old Boys. Just had some ugly looking individuals walk past me. One fella looking at me with no teeth. It was a horrible sight. The umpire standing in the middle, all set to bounce the ball, issuing his directions. Richard Hart set to take the big thump. Players in the middle for Old Xavs. Matty Freeman, just come back from an injury to the knee, has sustained at inflation. Paul Toussaint's there in the middle. One of my co-commentators, Andy Quin, just come over. Pleased to see you, Andy.
Yeah, rain's clearing. Looks like a good day in front of us. Yes, all set for the bounce of the ball here. Over to you, Steve.
Richard Hart, nice knock there. Skevs take it out of the middle, send it straight down the guts, and some St. Kevin's mongrels just taking a mark about 40 metres out directly in front. He's looking around, the forward line's fairly congested. Kicks, pissy little kick, but a nice pass to a St. Kevin's player. Quinn, you're going to have to help me out with the names of some of these St. Kevin's players. I don't know too many of them.
I picked them up during the running of the game. Half forward flanker there, dropped in short, found a bit of space, and teammate passed the ball well to him. He's 40 metres out. Slide angle, he's kicked very poorly. Very poorly. I had it out on the full free kick.
On the
2 Old Xavs in the back pocket there. Taken by Chris Pearson.
Yeah, it looks like Chris Pearson.
An ex-senior player, an ex-first player for the club. Played in the 86 preliminary final against Faulkner.
And he was there when the Crocs were down. He was there when the Crocs were down.
He's been in the club for a long time now. Good kick by Pearce. There's a free kick to Xavs, holding the man.
Jared Grenville
going to
there.
Jerry Grenville. Basher Grenville.
Under instructions not to go the belt in the first quarter. Lovely torpedo spiral punt there. The big men fly. Beautiful mark from headlock Heafy.
Lunchbox. Going back, he could almost kick this.
He's looking for the pocket. He's looking for the forward pocket. Oh, nice kick there, Heath. Up they go. Hits the turf. Pushing the back there to Prowsey. No, umpire says play on and it's knocked out of bounds. The umpire throws the ball in. The big men fly. St. Kevins gets the tap down to another St. Kevins player. Knocked on again and it's knocked out of bounds. I think, no, the ball's still in play. Now it's out of bounds. Fairly congested forward line there. The umpire throws the ball in. Joey McGrath, goes up for the ball, knocks it down. Big kick across the face of goal by St. Kevins, and the ball rolls over the boundary line and out of bounds as Cameron McNamara strongly hits the fence. Boundary umpire throws the ball in. St. Kevin's dominating there, but Prowsey picks the ball up. Beautiful kick. It's a spiral punt, and it's through the goals. That's first blood to Old Xavs. The way it should be too.
Great goal.
Great goal.
Great anticipation from Brendan Prowse.
Great goal from Prowsey. He's first for the day.
Prowsey's playing up the ground here today. Up in the forward pocket. Now there's the change now. Joey McGrath's going up to centre half forward. Prowsey down to full forward. Lurking around the pocket there. Leaving the forward line wide open.
Yeah, Heafy looks like he's just done the switch. Prowsey's kicked 1 goal, first of many, hopefully, carrying on from his great performance. Umpire bounces the ball. There's a centre bounce infringement. The freest is the St. Kevins ruckman. He looks down the ground. Drop punt. Straight up the middle of the ground. The big men fly. Tap down. Picked up by the St. Kevins player. Onto the left foot. Finds the player. Number 20 for St. Kevins takes the mark on the half-forward flank for St. Kevins, about 50 metres out from goal. Kicks short into the centre. Finds the St. Kevins player directly in front. Matty Freeman brings him to the ground. And it looks like it's on. No, they're just mucking around. It's just mucking around. Nothing in that, was there?
Not at all, no. Damien Honan just caught slightly out of position. This fella who Honan's playing on, I think at centre half, who's the centre half forward for St. Kevins. Good, strong player. Looks like Andy Griffin there. St. Kevins. Been a well-known clubman round Scobs for a number of years now.
He's a pretty dark-looking fellow, Andy.
Yeah, of the Italian descent. Kicks poorly. Gone through for one behind.
That's his second crook. He kicked the other one out of bounds on the full, didn't he?
Yeah, well, I think he probably should have stuck to soccer, that fellow.
Yes. Anyway, the umpires wave the flag, and Big Tomatovich there with that long raking left foot, kicks it long. Over to you, Quinny.
Wasn't that long a kick by anyway. Great play by Chris Pearson. Could have been a free kick downfield. Jerry Grenville judged it out, a magnificent mark to Jerry Grenville on the ground. Took it on the chest, second grab. Good hand pass out to Bloomy. Bloomy kicks a long kick down forward. Lunchbox, good play by the Scobs fella coming through. That looks like Crowe there, playing out at full-back for Scobs. Richard Hart over the top, good punch. Finds Cam McNamara by himself. Gets a hand pass out. Great little hand pass out to Xavs. Good kick down. Here's a Xavs all by himself. Couldn't mark it off the ground. At the lunchbox, he's kicked it. Waiting on the umpire's decision, and it's all clear. A goal to Xavs. Second goal of the game to Xavier. Good play by Joey McGrath. Couldn't take the mark, but kept it in there. No, that's Prowsey, I think. Prowsey couldn't take the mark, but kept it in. And
Headlock Heafy, have a look.
Headlock Heafy. That's his first. The two full forwards, Heafy and Prowsey, are one each now.
I predict he'll do the Dermy walk in about 4 goals' time.
What would you say the breezies, Steve? Definitely favouring old Xavs here. The left-hand side of your screen.
Yes, that's correct.
I'd say possibly a 2-3 goal breeze. So Xavs are doing well. Bounce to the ball. Up they go. Could be a free kick against Honan again there.
That Italian-looking fellow, he's got it again.
Yeah, he's doing well, this fella. Playing in the centre now. Hones must be ruck roving. Good play by Scobs. He's played on well. Shot the hand pass out. Number 14 running into an open goal. He's hooked it again. Good mark there to Peter Tomatovich. Good strong mark in defence. Last line of defence. Tommy coming back onto his left foot. Kicks long. Looking up there for a Zav player. Who's that, Steve? I can't see him there. Anyway, coming down, Matty Freeman on the left-hand foot. Zav's rover for the day. Looking for Cam McNamara and finds him. Good play by Cam. Went to play on. Look, coming out to Jerry Grenville. Gets a hand pass out. Bloomy again on the burst. Boom. Bloomy playing well. Around the neck, umpire. Great play by Chris Bloom. Doing well there, number 37 for Zavs. We had a long kick down to centre half forward. Looking downfield for Heafy. Heafy going up. Joe McGrath. Heath can't hold the ball. Comes down to St. Kevins. Well cleared. Zav's in the van here. No, can't hold the mark there. That's Toos. Rushed in after missing last week's second semi-final. Now we're over to the wing here. Over to you, Steve.
Thanks, Quinny. Crack Manley's in the van again. He won't shirk it, and he doesn't. Gets the ball over quickly to, I can't see who it is, but Michael Colopy on the left foot. Raking kick, looking for Joe McGrath. Set, ball hits the turf. Butters up beautifully, as Sandy Roberts would say. Holding the man. Cameron McNamara wasn't in possession. Good decision, umpire. Okay, Cam looks downfield. He's looking for Joe McGrath. Yes, St. Kevin's player comes in. Number 4 for St. Kevin's has got the ball. Dodges the tackle. Matty Freeman's in, doesn't manage to get possession. Scobbers get it out again. Beautiful hand pass over that Italian-looking Griffo. Gets it on again to that Scobbers again. Straight down to the forward line, into the forward pocket. It looks like the ball's going to go out of bounds. Peter Tomatovich runs the ball out of bounds for safety. All right, now the ball is about to be thrown in about 40 metres from the St. Kevin's goal. The big men fly for the ruck. Michael Colopy's got the ball, takes position. Downfield, umpire says Andy Kennan, and downfield it is. Now it looks like Gibbo or Fenno will take the free. Fenno would take it if he's smart. Grotty's just gone and stuffed it up. Kick it. Oh no, it's not a free. It's not a free downfield at all. Now umpire, please, our poor decision. Poor decision anyway. Michael Colopy is about to take the free kick for around the neck, holding the man as you like it. Robert Chappell passes me over a beautiful Dairy Queen, and here we go. Kicks the ball into the middle. The big men fly. Joe McGrath set. Hits the turf. Crack Manley rose beautifully. Scrubs the ball along the ground. Scobbs have got the ball. Kicking it wide out to the far side wing. Andy Berrigan's
ex-Crocodile player.
As number 2, I think, for St. Kevin's.
Sort of play a good game. Jack Griffin again playing well out there.
Yeah, Griffin ran the ball out of bounds. Appears like our half-back line has gathered its strength a bit in the last few minutes from a bit of onslaught. Knocked down to Paul Toussaint. Looking for the forward line players. Doesn't find a player at all except for a St. Kevin's player. Knocked it on again. Right foot kick up to the forward line. And it looks like the ball's about to travel out of bounds. No, that Griffo fellow's got it again. Hand pass to Andy Berrigan. Andy Berrigan onto the left foot. And it's a good, strong, safe mark by Chris Pearson. High drop punt. Joe McGrath set there again. Ball hits the turf. Michael Colopy rows onto the left foot again. Raking long left foot. Prowsey set as he got it over the back. Matty Freeman's in with a show here. In with a show. Slips over. Regains his posture. Could it be holding the ball? No, he kicks wide and it's out of bounds. Not a bad effort there from Matty Freeman. Could have been a champion, but just quite wasn't there. Over to you, Quinny.
What do you mean could have been a champion? He is a champion, Matty Freeman. Played a sterling game in the second semi-final. Anyway, ball signed in by the boundary umpire. Half-forward flank for old Xavs. There's a free kick to Xavs. Over the back, going to Matty Freeman. Make me look good, Matt. Needs to centre the ball up here. Have a look. Heafy's up the forward line. Prowsey's running back now. Freeman taking his time. Possibly a chance here. About 50 yards out. Very acute angle. Lining the ball up very directly. Very deliberately. Matty Freeman coming in now. Drop. Punt, centres the ball. Good kick, looking for Fantasy, coming for the run. Goes past him. Scobbs man down. Oh, it could be a free kick there, holding the man against Xavier. Yeah, punt in the back. To Scobbs. Plays on. Got a kick from the free kick. Oh, ordinary kick. Very ordinary kick. Just managed to stay in. Centre wing position here. Be another ball in by the boundary umpire. Richard Hart up in the ruck. Gibbo doing the roving. Can't get it down to Gibbo. Bloomy playing well in front. Comes down to a Scob man. Good tackle by Mark Gibson. Off to Bloomy again. Doing very well, Chris Bloom. Goes to the head of Joe McGrath. Prowsey's coming on the loose, on the left foot. Turns around. Oh, it's another sensational kick. Brendan Prowse, that's 2 goals to the full forward. A magnificent piece of play there. All started in the centre. Gibbo on to Bloomy. Bloomy down forward. Joe McGrath let it through to Prowsey, and Prowsey's put it through on the left foot. A magnificent piece of play there by the Xaverians forward line.
To stop when he gets a sniff of the goals, that fat fellow with the big bum, Prowsey.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the lunchbox there, Steve. Anyway, oh, here's a big move. Steve Ringer for Scobbs coming on. Desperation tactics by the St. Kevins coach, Curly Allen.
Teeth, that's a fellow without any teeth, isn't it?
No, Ringer, he's got plenty of teeth, but they're all false. Anyway, bounce to the ball, back into the centre of the ground. Ordinary bounce by the umpire. Comes down to the St. Kevins rucker over. He plays on. Handballs after the half-forward flanker. Running through. Oh, Bloomy playing a good game, and I pay the mark. Had a brilliant first quarter, this man. All over the field. Looks to have a roving commission on the back line. Kicks out wide, looking for Damien Honan. Honan waited for the ball. Should have gone up a bit keener there. St. Kevin's man came over the top. Poor hand passing the balls. Pushed out of bounds by the Xavs players. Xavier playing well at the moment. Looking at the scoreboard there, which is probably one of the smallest scoreboards I've ever seen. These old Xavs, the Crocodiles. 3 goals straight, 18 points to St. Kevin's, 1 behind. Ball's coming out. Here comes Ben Quin coming over to have a guest commentator. Anyway, oh, this man Bloom's doing well. Anyway, pressure's on the Xav defence here. St. Kevin's player in the van. Kicks well, centres the ball up. There's a number 2 against 1. Oh, good play there by Mick Colopy. Scobbs man has a left foot kick. Great play there by Michael Colopy coming over the top and punching. Desperation play by the Xavs defence. And the ball's pushed out, kicked out of bounds, and a free kick. Once again, going to Chris Pearson. Out of sight of the ground, back pocket. Over to you, Steve. Good quick out by Pearson.
Already appears that old Xav's disposal to date is much better than St. Kevin's, although we're putting a lot of pressure on St. Kevin's in the forward line, which causes their miskicking. We're out on the wing. Ball hits the turf. Toos picks it up, uses that explosive pace to get away. And Heafy's there. He's going for it. He kicked the goal.
Lunchbox, that's number 2 to the lunchbox at the 10-minute mark of the first quarter.
Once he gets anywhere near that forward pocket, headlock Heafy's a dangerous man. Come on, Heafy, give us the walk. No, we're probably about 2 goals away from the Dermy Brereton walk. He lifts his hands high, claps his hands above his head, a la Snake Baker, vintage 1977.
The desperation tactics of Curly Allen. Steve Ring, the number 10, about to come onto the ground. It looks like he'll be replacing one of those backmen. St. Kevin's runner. No, he's not sure who he's taking off. None of them want to come off. Poor old Ringer will probably have to wait there in the cold. Anyway, we're back to the centre of the ground. Let's not worry about the St. Kevin's tactics. Richard Hart up in the bounce. At the centre, Toosin playing centre. Gibbo roving. Richard Hart over the top. Good punch down to the St. Kevin's ruck rover. Comes out, Richard Hart roving to his own rucking. Comes out for the lunchbox. Lunchbox kicks it forward. Comes around, he'll pick up the ball here. Can he? Good. There's a bad bit of play. Jerry Grenville gets away with it. Well picked up. Good kick by Bernie Heavy. Very lucky there, Jerry Grenville. Deliberate push in the back, but the umpire did not pick it up. Anyway, St. Kevin's kicks out. Big mark there. Great mark there. Andy Berrigan. Is that Andy Berrigan, the old Crocodile player of 2 years ago? Great bit of play there by him. Anyway, kicks up to the... Chris Pearson could have got a free kick then. Richard Hart doing very well here. A roving ruckman's what he is. A 6'4" high ruckman who roves his own tab outs. Anyway, the ball comes down under the forward line for the Crocodiles. 2 against 1. The Xav player does very well there. Who's that? Is that Damien Honan over there? Steve, I can't quite pick him up. Great play by Hones there. Beat 2 of them, knocks the ball out of bounds. Thrown by the boundary umpire. Forward flank. Joe McGrath up in the ruck. Comes down. There's a scrimmage developing. Knocked out. Could be a free kick. Umpire will probably blow his whistle here and take another ball up. Very scrambly play over the other far side of the ground there. Old Xavs players doing well. Bottling the ball up across the half back line. Scobbs are finding it very hard to get the ball past our half back line. Anyway, very scrambly play down here at the moment. We need a big knock. That's what we need. We need a big clearing knock by Richard Hart. Big knock. Prowsey will come into play then. Even Cam McNamara lurking in the, just half a kick away. Could come out to him. This is the sort of kick now where Xavs have to bottle the ball up. Well play by Mick Colopy, dominating on the half back line. Keeps the ball up. Old Xavs forward line has gone out of bounds, out of side of the ground, half forward flank, 10-minute mark of the first quarter. Old Xaverians 4 goals straight, 24 points. St. Kevin's 1 behind. Over to you, Steve.
Okay, ball. Matty Freeman's got the ball slung to the ground. Jerry Grenville's in there, slips over. Got one in the head. Yes, too high, says the umpire. Probably didn't do him too much damage. They teach him how to cop it in the head at the police academy. Anyway, the free kick to Jerry Grenville there. I could have given 50.
He's got a 50 here, Steve, which will put him about 30 metres out from goal.
Lovely to see.
About 15 metres out from goal. Very poor defence, very poor play from the St. Kevin's.
The Mediterranean blood in that number 2, Griffo's come to the fore. He's gone bananas. He's caused that 50-metre. Bad play, number 2. Hang your head, son.
This will certainly upset Bernie Heafy and Brendan Prowse, breaking their monopoly over the goal kicking if it goes through for a direct score.
Heafy's a nasty individual when someone else gets a goal. But anyway, we're in the shot here. Is it in? Is it through? Hooked it wide. He's dragged it across. Anyway, he's hit the umpire waves the flag. It's the first behind for Old Xavs here. Looking to the commentary side of the ground. Short pass. And that Gibbo misses the ball. Skevy's got the possession. Long hand pass to number 37. Shirk the issue there. Number 37. But he has got a free there for too high, I think. Probably too high or pushed in the back. Something there. Anyway, Gingerhead's got the free kick. Jerry Animal Grenville's on the mark. Long kick. St. Kevins takes the mark directly on the wing in front of the commentary position. Looks wide. He stuffed it up. Matty Freeman knocked it to Boylo. Boylo to Freeman. Freeman doesn't know what to do with it. Too high to Cameron McNamara. Too high. Free to Cameron McNamara on the wing. And St. Kevins are getting frustrated. Xavs play the ball. Looking to centre the ball to the centre half forward. Kicks long. Skevy's there. Numbers. Ball hits the ground. Scobbies have got the ball. Long torpedo punt to the half centre wing position. 3-on-1. Hits the turf. Number 79 for Old Xavs. Who's number 79 for Old Xavs? Matty Freeman. Tony Freeman. Heafy's there. Long kick. Prowsey's got the ball. Dodges 1. Dodges 2. Push in the back. No. Umpire wouldn't give that one. Scrambly play here. And the umpire elects to bounce the ball. Let's hope the Xavs players open the ball up. so we can knock one out wide to a running player. Bounce the ball. Joe McGrath's up there. Hits the turf. Scobbers. No, Cameron McNamara, beautiful play on the left foot, down to the pocket. Xavs there, Brendan Prowse, knocked one away, hits the turf. Gibbo's there, has a shot at goal. And it's wide across the face of the goal. No, 1 point. 1 point. So the score probably now reads about 3 or 4 goals too.
4 goals too, 26 behind. Xavs the Crocodiles. St. Kevin's 1 behind.
Okay, over to you, Quinny.
Big kick out from the Scobbs fullback, kicking straight up directly up the centre of the ground. Good play there by Boyle. Comes over out to Jerry Grenville, playing well at this stage. Should have got the... umpires paid it against him for dropping the ball. Very unlucky there, Jerry Grenville. Only player actually going for the ball. Comes out to the Scobbs defence. Good big kick down. Playing direct football now, the Scobbs. This could pay dividends. Big leap from behind. St. Kevins comes up. Old Xavs. Freeman coming out. Looks at the Boilo. Oh, it's a free kick there to Scobbs. Wasn't picked up. Umpire's about to blow his whistle and bounce the ball. Centre half back. For the Xavs. 60 metres out from goal. Bounce the ball. Richard Hart gets shepherded out. Umpire pays the free kick. Oh, that's a disappointing decision. Possibly could have been a 50-metre penalty. Anyway, yes, hasn't he? Anyway, number 67 for St. Kevins. Who's that? Looks like a bloke called... Oh, that's their captain, Brown. Anyway, this fella's doing well, Griffin. Playing well for Scobbs. Colopy tries to knock the ball out on the loose. Here's a St. Kevins coming through. Beautifully played. Chris Pearson knocking the ball clear out of the danger zone. St. Kevins fella dives on the ball, knocks it back into play. There's a chance here. Pearson's got time. Does well. Gets boot to the ball, kicks it out, clears it out to the centre half-back position. Joe McGrath coming over the top. Bit of magic play there by Joe. Ball fell into his arms. We need a bit of pace here. Oh, Blooming, sensational play. Out to the lunchbox. That Xavs a big build-up here on the half-forward line. Heavy's haven't had a chance for a bounce. Turns on the left foot. Oh, Brendan Prowse is set for this. Oh, I've tapped it. Oh, magnificent better play from the old Xavs forwards. Oh, Brendan Prowse. Very, very acute angle, though. Very acute angle. Great bit of bump. Great bump there by Brendan Prowse. What about the lunchbox? He's actually had a bounce on the slippery conditions.
Those hammies have got rid of all the scar tissue.
Unbelievable piece of play there. It all started with Bloomy once again, running through. Oh, Prowse, he runs round, hooks the ball and through for 1 behind. Yeah, a great forward move there from Xavs. Anyway, that takes old Xavs on to 4 goals, 3, 27 points. St. Kevins 1 behind. A good start here to Xavs, that they have to go on with it. They can't rest on their laurels now. A great mark from Joe McGrath. From the kick out. Oh, he's done a bit more than that, I think, Steve. Oh, in front, could have been a mark to Tony Freeman or Gibbo, was it? Gibbo playing well, roving now on the forward line. Cleared out by Scobbs. Joe McGrath in front. Takes another good mark. Oh, he's coming into his own, asserting his authority over the game, the Crocodile skipper. Joe McGrath looking for lunchbox. He gives a lead. He could find him. Oh, Bernie, disappointing. Had the mark, yeah. Could have got a free kick. Anyway, cleared out by St. Kevins. Comes out again. Paul Toussaint showing a bit of dash. Hooks the ball in. Brendan Prowse got about 4 here. And tapped over. He did well, Prowse. He had about 4 to beat, and he did well to spoil the mark and's gone through for another behind to the Crocs. When's Ben Quin coming on, Steve?
I don't know. When's Millsy coming on?
Millsy should be coming on shortly. Anyway, cleared out by Scobbs. Short passing around the... Oh, that's ordinary play from that fella. Very ordinary. Missed... Oh, and he's gone, the doctor. He knew it. He knew it too, and the umpires played holding the ball.
Oh, lovely decision.
Yeah, Richard Hart's playing a fine game here. Umpire's fallen over, but not to worry. Richard Hart, ball down to Heafy. Oh, Brendan Prowse in front. Oh, look. Oh, Joey McGrath. 3 big grabs in about the space in 3 minutes. About 40 metres out, 45-degree angle. Joe McGrath should kick this. Deliberately lining up. Coming in now for the kick. This will be the very important goal for Xavs. Oh, it comes through. They got the win, and it's gone through. A great goal to Joey McGrath. Crocs are looking good at this stage, even though it's early days yet. Crocs have still started off brilliantly in this first quarter. Over to you, Steve.
Lovely quarter from Old Xavs at the moment. First to the ball each time, bumping the St.Kevins players off the ball. Their disposal has been much better. They've been looking for players, and after a bit of pressure in the first couple of minutes, the half-back line of Old Xavs has really rallied, led by Michael Colopy and Christopher Pearson in beautiful pace, sending forward thrusts. The ball bounces. Big knock from Richard Hart. Oh, 40-metre knock. The ball's loose. Matty Freeman's there, copped one too high. He's copped one too high. He'll take the free kick. He went straight for the ball, kept his eye on the ball and got the free kick for doing so. Over to you, Quinny.
We'll have a bit of a hold-up in play here as the ball went through the goals there. But just the tactics of Paul Lachelle. It's done Paul Lefebvre. He's started off with Heafy and Prowse up playing further up the ground, up standing on the centre square. And the St. Kevin's defence are in a bit of disarray at the moment. They're right between Heafy, Prowse and Joe McGrath as the siren goes to the end of the first quarter, with Matty Freeman having a shot from about 65 metres out.
He'll probably go the talk.
The Scobs defence aren't too sure who they're picking up, and all credit there goes to the coach of the Crocs, Paul Lefebvre. Anyway, we'll keep an eye on Matty Freeman coming out, a difficult shot for goal. Drop punt, he kicks the ball. No, it's going to be a bit... Oh, no. Good kick from Matt Freeman, but just short of the mark. And that's the end of the first quarter. Scores, Old Xaverians, 5 goals, 3, 33 points to Scobs, 1 behind. 5-4, the cameraman tells me. 34 behinds. A big first quarter from...